Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome back to my playthrough of Pokemon FireRed on a Nuzlocke Randomizer. Yeah, so last I checked was, I should make sure... Oh yeah, I did drop by and heal up on my Pokemon and then came back here. So, yeah, I guess we're just gonna continue fighting some trainers. I won't lie, I think most of the videos up to this point I have, this another dude with just all of the legendaries apparently. Alright, I mean, Kednub theoretically would be fine, but I mean, he is part ice and not good special defense, so yeah, it's fine. Excuse me. No, what I was gonna say is that, so I think up to this point I've mostly just been playing through straight, not a whole lot of edits on the videos to cut time. I might start doing that a little bit here, so you'll have to excuse it if the video's coming up sort of like I might cut just between battles. Unfortunately, this is the part of the game. All right, Chansey. Chansey's gonna have a lot of health, but should be doing mostly normal attacks. So I'm just gonna send Nizzy out there to wear her down. And we'll see how it goes. Let's throw a poison powder out there if it works. Oh, what's this gonna do? Oh joy. Let's. Oh goodness, this might. Ooh, that's. So does assist just let you do? Does it just like use any move then? I don't know. Frankly, okay, that doesn't really matter all that much. And now we got poison working. But yeah, I was gonna say that. So this part of the game is generally at because I guess ghost moves don't really work. So I'm a little worried about assist because I don't know like if that's just choosing random moves, which if that's the case then this like it could randomly hit like a super good move. And also frankly none of my other either Shadow Punch or Sonic are gonna affect Chansey, so you know, it's fine. Well, glad I got Nizzy out of there now. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just finish it. But yeah, this is always the part of the game for me. In Gen 1 / obviously this is a remake of Gen 1, but that it really slows down. Okay. Groudon. Oh, that's another legendary, isn't it? Yeah, you know what? We're just not messing around. There's a right out there. Let's see. Okay. Oh god. It really is. I know I've mentioned it many times, but all those like the sunlight is strong and the rain's drizzling. Like, I hate all those things because it just increases how long these battles take. But anyways, yeah, this part of the game has always been one that it really kind of slows down. Like this is usually the part in the game where I will like on other Nuzlocks, I've definitely at this part of the game sort of just stop playing. Like not because give up is the wrong word, but like I mentioned that I had one point done a Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke, and in that I basically had this issue where like I got to around here and it just the game really slows down. Like it's been a few episodes I think now since we've done anything. Where'd all my super? Did I use up all my super potions? I might have. Oh, I did. By the way, I did go back to Safari Zone and grabbed all the rest of the items. So I got this full restore. I got Dragon Scale, which I don't know exactly what that does. I got Moo Milk, and I think that's it. So, yeah. Nothing really amazing. You know what? I really don't need it. But yeah, like it just this is that part. Like it's been a while since we've done anything, right? Like, I haven't fought a gym in a while. I haven't been to like a place like the Rockets hideout for a while. It just I'm sort of here. Oh, I guess I didn't. So there's really nothing here? I guess not. Alright. I fought all you guys. I think I fought. Okay. I think pretty much fought everybody. Great. Alright. But yeah, this is just the part of the game where it. Oh. I knew there was somebody. Where it really kind of slows down. There's a lot of space between places. You end up having to. There's gonna get to the part here where I'll feel like I need to grind again, and grinding at this level is a much more like, because grinding at a low level just takes like it's a couple hours, you get a few levels, you're good. But grinding at high level, you might go out there, spend hours getting somebody up to one level, yeah. Let's get. Let's get Kidnap. I know Kidnap is good against these types. Yeah, which it's an interesting thought in sort of game design right now. I'll start off by saying right away, I'm not a game designer. The closest I've ever come to game design has been my buddy and I in senior year of high school did a senior project. It was like a year-long project where we tried to design a game, and mostly unsuccessfully. So, ooh, Gorbis. Okay, I think Gorbis is that water thing. I think I have, or is that the one that I have? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. But yeah, so I'm not a game designer. I don't claim to be an expert at it, and so I'll say right now, I'm gonna talk about the design of the Pokemon game in particular, but just from my feeling of playing through. Yeah, let's get Christina back out there. It's just my feelings of like playing through the game, how I feel going through and whatnot. So it's more just a perspective of a fan. So I want to say all that because the thing for me about the Pokemon games is that as a game design, that Flame Wheel's a physical attack, really? Ugh, I say. It's fine. Whatever. No, we can just bite it. But yeah, from a game design point, it's interesting because the Pokemon games are pretty. Like, obviously, the story isn't really interesting at all. I've never played a Pokemon game where I thought the story was very good, which is fine. I mean, these are games that are meant for children, so like the story is just evil villains, fight them, beat them, you're the champion, yay! Which is fun. That's a totally reasonable thing to do for a game for kids. Alright, hold on. First, let's check. I think... Is there not... There's really not... I swear to God... Maybe the itemization really does change where items show up on the ground. But yeah, anyways... So yeah, so the... the story isn't good. I mean, like I said, it's fine. It's whatever, but it's definitely nothing to write home about. The I don't have anybody with cut, right? No, I don't. All right. I think there are people I can fight up there, so I might. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's a couple trainers up there. All right. Well, I might go grab somebody then real quickly from the Pokemon Center. Whoop, and we'll be right back. Hey, sorry about that. Just had to do a quick stop to get somebody that new cut. So let's go fight those two trainers up there. But yeah, so what I was saying with the game design thing is, so story's not great, but this has always been interesting about this game. It's from a fighting standpoint, the battle system. Oh, son of a gun. The battle system is pretty simplistic. I mean, especially, this game came out in the mid '90s, so you compare it to like say some of the Final Fantasy games at the time, or I mean, there are a lot of other battle systems that were more complex, but like think about, you know, just the fact that it's a one-on-one fight, so you're not dealing with like groups. I should definitely change this out. Drew should be fine. You know, so you're doing one-on-one fights. So it's not like you have a group of people. Like I said, like with Final Fantasy games, like one of my favorite games is Final Fantasy V, and the battle system in that is fantastic because you got the whole job system. And that's the other thing. So each Pokemon you have is very specific to what it can do. So you're not like you can't have a Pokemon. You can't like shift styles easily at all. And if you do want, and like because it's a leveling based system. Alright, oh boy. Yes, I will. Zay, save me. Because I think this is Zay's, like, brother legendary. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Which, fine. Because I'm gonna dragon you down, assuming you're the same type as I am. Or that Zay is. Yeah, great, cool. Which, hey, look, Zay is 42. Great. But yeah, like so look at this, right? Like I can't have like a lot of different team, and that also limits you in terms of like one of the cool things about the Final Fantasy games is when you go fight like say, ooh, this could be a double battle. So I think I think if I use Eruption, it shouldn't affect Kednub, but I'm not actually sure if I'm being honest. Oh, these guys are... We'll see. So, like... I think... Right? And I think Surf should also just affect those two. Like, I don't think there's... Yeah. Oh. Yep. Okay, perfect. Because I know in later generations of this game, they have this thing where everybody, like, so there are some things that everybody on the field gets affected, even your teammates. So good to see Surf isn't that. And is Eruption that? It doesn't look like it. Hey, yay, Christina 29, congrats. I haven't really been paying. Yeah, I think it's gonna be. Yeah, Christina's defense is just not good. So, what are you gonna do? But yeah, like this is a rare thing. This is something they added later generations, obviously, right? Like they didn't have this in Gen 1, which is closer to like Final Fantasy fights are obviously like 2 or 3 against 1 or 4 against 1. It depends. And so with that, you have a lot of different variety. You have a lot of like there's a lot more. Even though here you can do things like ooh. Let's do a sunny day so we can up the usage of fire moves. And sweet scent, that's a thing. It's gonna lower my evasiveness. Alright. Okay. So my eruption should be super strong right now. I'm at full health. I just used sunny day. Like this is gonna do as much damage as Christina is gonna be able to do. Which oh boy. Okay. Just gonna keep using that as long as I can. Chances, man, they're just like they just take a beating. But yeah, so like without having like a large team, you don't have like one of the things with Final Fantasy. Oh, and got a crit. Good job, Christina. Look at that. Well done. Ooh, a lot of XP. Great. But without like a big team, it's harder to be like have a lot of different things you can do, right? Like I remember in Final Fantasy V, like having somebody who has time mage abilities is really cool, because you're basically like a time mage isn't going to do a lot of damage themselves, but they're buffing and protecting all the other people, right? Which is it's cool to have those combinations. You don't really have those combination Pokemon. You can sort of do that, have somebody out there put up like a light screen or a safeguard on one turn. You can do like status effects and then switch out, but it's much more simplistic. Which again, it's fine. This is a kids game. That's one of the things I think that helped the game, is that this is sort of an RPG, well, for kids. So am I gonna need cut again? Nah, it's fine. I just, by the way, if you didn't notice, I just switched Joe out for Hubez, so I've got a cut that I can. I'm not bringing Pearl back into the team for cut because Pearl, as we all remember, officially retired. Okay. So, again, I don't know what level all of Koga's Pokemon are at. I think I'm close to being ready. I think I'd like to get Nizzy and Christina up to a little bit more. So what we can do, I believe I do have my bicycle. So we can head up Bicycle Road. And we can also potentially catch another Pokemon along this way. Do you have anything interesting to say? No. Okay. Do you have anything interesting? You want Tentacle? You want... No. I don't have one, but that's fine. I also don't really want to skip Bloom. But yeah, so... Oh, okay, so good. I do have a bike. And yes, I do like riding my bike uphill. Why do you ask? But yeah, so it's one of those interesting situations wherein it would be nice if it was more complex, but it also sort of works that way because it's for kids. And also like things that were there weren't at the time a lot of RPGs that were on the Game Boy, on the original Game Boy because ooh. All right. I think I'll be okay. Because Electrode is, I think, part steel. Obviously has a Leech Seed. Sure. But I think Electrodes are part steel. Which would make him weak to fire. I think. Maybe. Yes! Perfect. Great. Hypno. Yeah, we are going to change out on that. We're going to put Drew... Yeah, we'll put Drew out there for now. But yeah, so I can... Ooh. I hadn't realized how many Pokemon this guy has. That's fine. We'll just pedal down to you. Should be pretty straightforward. Yeah, like some of the limitations of the Game Boy is why you can only learn 4 moves, which is also like a thing that makes it less complicated. You know, the game itself is pretty straightforward in that there isn't, even though. Ooh. Yes, I would like to change, and we'll bring out Kednub and go do some work. Because even though, I love Charizard, man. Charizard might be my favorite Pokemon. As a kid growing up, I just loved them. So cool. And you're gonna have a Muck. Okay, so you're like a poison type, which I think, again, Drew should be good against. Oh, well, I would be good against if I had psychic moves. Well, alright. We'll find out, it's fine. Yeah, that's not good. That's, what does that do? Wait, why did he just get to use 2 moves? Oh, because I'm stuck in the pedal dance, clearly. Great, good, it's fine. It's fine. And I got confused after 2. So that's fun. Alright, well let's get, we'll switch Zay in, it's fine. Ugh. Great, yeah, just poison me like a son of a bitch. But yeah, so you don't have I don't know, you just don't have a lot of choices. And that's, again, that's fine. It's meant to be, this game is meant to be simple to some degree. And it's also just the fact of like the underlying mechanics is basically type effectiveness. Again, very straightforward and simple. Again, it's perfect for kids. Okay, so Viper is also I think a poison type, but might be a normal type. Oh, if it's normal type, I shouldn't put out Nizzy. Because my moves aren't going to be very good, are they? Well, we'll find out. Hold on. Oh no, it's fine. Ooh, maybe it's like psychic? Yeah, okay. So Future Sight should come in like 2 more moves, which means it should be fun. I got it. And we're good to go. Good job, Nizzy. Yeah, and leveled up. Well done, champ. Yeah, pretty fine. Look at that speed, that's nice. So, you know, the underlying mechanics of the game are pretty simple and straightforward. They're also, oh shit, oh, bike, oh boy, okay, it's fine. It's fine. Bike path, when you're poisoned, is annoying. But yeah, anyways, so what was I saying about the, oh yeah, the mechanics of the game, they're simple, that's straightforward, that's fine. Oh, no, I do want to fight you. There it is. They're simple and straightforward, and that's totally fine. And the story is not much to write home about. To be frank, like I said, there's a lot of repetition in the game. But I think the biggest issues, if I'm thinking of, oh, you know what? No, I'm getting Christina out here because I do not have a good defense. Nizzy should actually be fine here. Because any normal move will so that's dig. That's not gonna do a damn thing to me. We'll just poison powder to waste it, that's fine. Dig, hooray! Okay, cool. What's I actually, oh god, I do hate the fact that ghosts, why are ghosts, okay, sidetrack for a second here away from the design of this game. Why are ghost moves not effective against a normal type? What is that about? Like, that makes absolutely 0 sense in any capacity. I don't know, man. It's so strange, right? Like, I don't know. I just don't know what to, like, that's such a weird choice that they made. And again, it's much like the rock to flying thing. It's one of those things where you think about it for a second, it doesn't make any sense really. But like, it's clearly they just were having balancing issues and we're just like, we just need to do this to make it more balanced. Which, alright, I mean, a lot of games do that, but fine. I'm not gonna complain too much. But anyways, so what was I saying? Yeah, so for the game design, I think the biggest problem with this game is just that, like, it really drags. Like, I like the rocket bases and things like that, but there is just a long stretch where it's like this. It's just you're like going along and you're fighting trainers and there's nothing really of interest. I mean, that's a big reason why like later games usually have a lot more going on. They sort of have almost a quest style system because this game doesn't have any really what you would call like quests, so to speak, right? Ooh. Well, this should be good for me. Yeah, good job, Christina. But yeah, like this game doesn't really have any quests, so to speak, right? There's nothing like I mean, obviously, at the outset of the game, it's like go fight all the gym leaders, collect all the Pokemon, and you know, eventually beat the Elite Four. Like there's an ultimate goal to the game, but again, unlike Final Fantasy games, unlike a lot of other RPGs, there's very rarely are there points in the game where it's like you have to go do this, right? The few sort of ooh, should also be good for me. Okay. I was gonna say my defense is so low that actually could have been. Oh, and because he got to go first, this eruption isn't gonna be that good. I mean, it's still super effective, so it's fine. All right. And lots of XP. A mill tank. Again, this is that annoying thing. I'm just going to send Nizzy out there. Nizzy is basically perfect for this. Because normal moves are going to be ineffective. Ground moves are going to be ineffective. Let's throw a poison powder on there if I can. Whoop. Oh. Well, that worked out for me. It's like, you fool! You've played right into my trap. And, oh, okay, well, no, that's fine. That's fine, we'll just poison you. It's fine. I know now that you have conversion. Ugh. That's fine. Frankly, that's fine. I'm just gonna eruption you. Hopefully get some good damage in. But yeah, the game really drags in the middle, which, listen, that's a common problem with a lot of games. Because, alright, so I know it's got yawn, I know it's got conversion. The poison's gonna do some work here. Again, we'll take a risk. It's, you know, I don't know. Well, we know it's got 2 moves. I would imagine if it had others, it would use them, but I don't actually know. I mean, you know, knock on wood here. That's fine. That's not gonna do. Yeah, that's gonna do very little. But yeah, and like I said, there's no, because I'm trying to think in terms of like quest, right? Obviously, it has the Pokeball thing, or it has the thing to Professor Oak in the beginning, and then Ursa Ring. I'm not sure. Whatever. I'll just throw Zay out there. It's fine. Because I think Ursa Rings are normal. They might be ground type as well. I'm not sure. But yeah, and so like, right? Because after that sort of go get something for Professor Oak and get your Pokedex, it becomes fairly, again, like just sort of just keep moving forward. And you know, the game is built very linearly. Like, it's not like there's a whole lot of exploring for you to do. It's pretty much just go from point A to point B, go from town A to town B, and that's fine. You know, go to each city, look for a gym, whatever. And there are occasional little side quests, but it's weird because they're not, like I say, side quests, but they're almost more like just like barriers to moving on that you have to go through. So like, here's a Snorlax. Okay, you have to try to clear that Snorlax by getting a Sylph Scope. Okay, let me get out of there. Ooh, I should have woken up Nizzy. Ah, I forgot about that. Ooh, Hubad's picked up something. Who's gonna be good against? Well, again, just won't mess around. It's fine. Erg. Stupid charm. No, let's just psychic it. You know, so it's like, oh, you have to get past the Snorlax, which means you have to go to get the, you know, the Sylph Scope, but, oh, it's at the, or no, you have to go get the Poke-Flute from the dude, but, oh, he's up in the tower, but, oh, to get up there, Lotad is a water grass. So, water grass, I'm just trying to think of who would be. Whatever, I'm just gonna get through this. It's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just Dragon Claw you. You know, so then, you gotta go get the Sylph Scope so you can see the ghost, which is down in the basement of this place. And like I said, it's like, although those technically count as quests, it's more like there's a barrier for you, which that barrier is the Snorlax, and it's like you have to get rid of it in order to keep moving forward. That's it. It's nothing. Oh, do I have any like? Oh, I do. Okay, perfect. Oh, actually, I should be able to use the Poke-Flute, right? I think that's how this works. Yeah, I think so. Speaking of, but like, so they're not so much like interesting side quests that you can earn cool rewards, and the rewards you get from them are literally just so you can proceed to the next part of the stage. Like, you never use it except for the Master Ball, But that comes later when you clear the tower, or when you clear the Silphco, which, by the way, that's another one that is a barrier to proceeding, because you get to Saffron and it's like, oh, there's a rocket. You have to beat the rockets in order to move on to the next part. Okay, we can catch a new Pokemon here, everybody. You ready? Let's see what we get. Oh, a Norith. Okay. That's cool, I think. So I think these guys are rock or ground type or something. So Thundershock should basically do nothing. I'm just gonna check though. Ooh, okay. Well, it did some work. That's fine. Cool. Let's just try using the Great Ball. See if we can catch this dude who once murdered me to death. There it is. That was super easy. Cool. So it is, okay, so what is this? It is a kind of Pokemon progenitor. Uses its extending claws to catch prey hiding among rocks on the seafloor. Oh, so it's an old shrimp. Alright. Yes. Your name is gonna be Ixdeck. Alright, welcome to the team, Ixdeck, or welcome to the box. Alright, cool, that was pretty straightforward. Let's put Christina back up front, and we'll keep moving on. But yeah, so the game doesn't have a lot of like side quests, or like I said, a lot of the stuff that it gives you as rewards for things tend to be just things to move you on to the next place. I mean, there's like, think about the poor design of something like the Rock Tunnel and Flash, right? And what I mean by that is the fact that I mean, you don't necessarily really need it, but if you're not playing with a guide, you're playing the first time. Yeah, it's fine. Obviously, it makes sense that a Kadabra has submission. Anyways, but think about the Rock Tunnel and Flash, right? Like, if you don't have a guide, you're a kid, but you have to have Flash, and Flash is basically a useless ability. Like, frankly, right? Like, it's something that but because it's an HM, especially in Gen 1, you cannot unlearn it. So that is just, you are just taking up, you already have very little move slots on your Pokemon, and you only have 6 Pokemon members, so you got to be like really specific about who's on your team. So you got to have one of them just use up Flash, and it's literally for one single part of the game. I just noticed that the way the motorcycle, I think that's supposed to be like the engine behind the biker sprite here, makes it look like he's got a big pair of Tanuki balls. Just pointing that out. Anyways, but like, right, like it's one of those things that you really, when you really think about it, it's frustrating. Like, why did they do that? Why did they think that? Like, you could have at least had Flash be something that you needed later in the game, so you could at least feel like, okay, well, it was worth it, right? But it's just literally for one part of the game. Because like Cut, Surf, you at least use later. Cut's another one that's like frustrating because you don't really, like, it's not really that good of a move, but it's really necessary. But again, at least with Cut, unlike Flash, you do need it for a couple of places. Alright, Charmeleon. We'll do Ken now. At least you need it for a couple of places, right? So there's at least justification for having one of your Pokemon learn that. Strength at least is a good move. And same with Surf here. But Fly is another one that's like, that Fly is the closest thing to a reward from one of these that you get. Fly is really cool, it's really useful, it's not a terrible attack. Alright. Shedinja, you say? Yes I will. Oh, I don't have Joe with me. Okay. Well, I know Nizzy can poison it. So let's do that. I do want to see Oh, ghost type does work. Okay, because I was gonna say I think Shedinja is a ghost type as well. I think ghost is weak to ghost, but anyways, perfect, great. Okay, and we'll fight you. But yeah, so like the HMs are a good example of that, and it took them like they still had all those HMs in like every game later, and they still made it so they're basically just a nightmare. Like later on, you can delete them through a move deleter, but you still can't. Natu is like flying psychic, so theoretically, bite should be good, right? Yeah, yeah, because I forgot Christina's dark, so I should actually be good against. I should keep her out there against psychic types. Miltank, okay. Nizzy, you know what to do. Which is to say, be unaffected by anything. See if we can get a poison off. Yeah, alright, cool. Take a... Oh yeah, this weird... Stupid... Whatever. Oh no, my attack fell, my defense fell. But you're hurt by poison, so go die. Let's use eruption, because like I said, I think Miltank is naturally a normal type, so I don't think Ghost would work, but I could be, I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. That did some work. I bet one more eruption will take it down. It'd be nice if I could give Nizzy a not like something other than Astonish, right? Like maybe a psychic move or something, just so that way when I fight normal types, I could not have to use up my eruption. But hey, look at Nizzy, up to level 30. Congrats, girl. That's a good level up. Yeah, don't mind that at all. Cool. Yeah, and like it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't until like you still like I'm currently playing playing X and Y, and it's you still need, and they for some, it's so weird. It's for some reason they thought, you know, it would be a really good idea is if we I don't like this mix. They're like, oh, you know, it'd be a really good idea is if we I know people don't like the fact that HMs are generally like it's 50-50 as to whether or not they're actually good moves, and on top of that, you can't delete them outside of a move deleter, which is in a specific place, which is so that's annoying. So you know what our solution should be to this? Our solution will be more HMs. That's the solution. Because it's true. Because later on they gave like they had even more stuff that was like waterfall, right? Is another one that they added later. Ampharos. I think Ampharos is an electric type. So it really just begs the question of like, why the heck did they do that, man? I don't know. It's a weird. But again, it's just another example of like sort of questionable design choices they would make in this game. And like I said, finally Pokemon Sun and Moon, I would say they did a really great thing. Like the way it shouldn't do that much damage to me, because I think I'm strong against electric type. Yeah, it's fine. It even crit. But like Pokemon Sun and Moon, they finally figured it out, which is we're just gonna give you abilities that lets you call in specialty Pokemon that can do these things for you. We'll call in a Pokemon that serves, right? And that's a much better game design. But it took them 7 generations before they got there. Like that's really frustrating. But yeah, but this is one of those interesting things of like one of the ways to stop a game from like this from as I said, sort of dragging, especially in the middle, is to give you like interesting quests to do, which again they just don't have. They don't have side quests that can, so like there isn't something that's like a fight these specific trainers to get this cool thing, or like do like the Nugget Bridge is actually a good example of what you could have as like a side quest, like fight all these bikers and then fight a biker boss, and then you get something cool, right? It's like it's optional, but like it's a good way for you to train. Sorry, I just realized I should pick this up from Hubez. And it's a... Ooh! Hubez got me a TM. What'd you get, champ? TM10. TM10 is... Sky Attack. Okay, could be worse. Could be worse. Alright, let's do this. And then I think I can get Fly up here if I'm unless I'm mistaken. Seeking. Real bad for Christina, so we will just get you right out of there, champ. But yeah, so those are just my thoughts. Like, if that's the thing that I would say it'd be nice. It would be really cool. I'm sure they have somewhere. It would be really cool if they at some point made sort of a more complex Pokemon game, like one where you could legitimately have a lot of Pokemon doing different things with each other. Because even in Sun and Moon, when I was playing it, like they still don't have a lot of like triple battles, double battles. It'd be cool if they did a game that literally was like this whole game is just like triple and quadruple battles. So you have to like it makes you think differently. That'd be interesting. Oh wait. Oh shoot, because Meganium... Nah, it's a big old plant. Shoot. I just assumed because the first one was like a water type. Blurg. Blurg! It's fine. Could have had Christina out there. Christina could have rocked Meganium's world. It's fine though. We'll just keep going until Drew is tired. Okay, there it is. Alright. So hopefully you can take a single hit of some kind, Christina. You're 31 now. You're a big girl. I have faith in you. And that should take care of it. Cool. Alright. But yeah, you know, overall, obviously these games are great. They were made simple because they're meant to appeal to children, which, again, totally understandable. I get that. So, yeah. So, you know, they're still very good games. And they did a lot of really good things with the game. Was I riding my bike indoors? I just realized that. Anyways. Hey! Yeah, I do have 40 species. Yeah, totally. Yeah. But I have 14 kinds. I can go get Flash now. Blurg. Do you guys have anything interesting to say? No. Okay. Ooh, I do think there's a Snorlax. Yeah. Now, have I caught anything on Route 16? Did I catch something here? Hold on. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna figure out whether I caught something here, and then we'll come back. So, yeah, cool. Thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, we'll come back next time. We'll see what this Snorlax is, and we'll see if I can catch whatever this happens to be. And I think I can get Fly up here as well. So yeah, so we'll do those two things. And then maybe our next stop will be the Fuschia City Gym. But cool. So thanks everyone, and have a good one. Bye.